Cesar Chavez was born in Yuma, Arizona on March 31st, 1927. He and his family moved to California amid the Great Depression. He first worked as an avocado picker in Oxnard and then as a pea picker in Pescadero. The family made it all the way to San Jose, where they first lived in a garage in the city's impoverished Mexican district. This is where Cesar Chavez first saw how unequal farm workers got paid and how little rights that they had. In 1962, Cesar Chavez moved to Delano. He wanted to form a labor movement, so he began devising the National Farm Workers Association. He referred to it as a movement rather than a trade union. He was aided in this project by both his wife and by Dolores Huerta. Cesar Chavez spent his days traveling around the San Joaquin Valley, meeting with workers and encouraging them to join his association. Cesar Chavez and the National Farm Workers Association was fighting for equal right and equal pay for farmers. They had strikes against grape growers in California and would encourage the American population to not buy certain products from the owners. Once the owners couldn't take any more, Cesar Chavez and the National Farm Workers Association would have the owners sign contracts that would give workers equal right and fair pay. The owners would try to stop Cesar Chavez and the National Farm Workers Association by passing acts that would hurt him. The Taft-Hartley Labor Act amended the NLRA to restrict labor unions from running campaigns against companies that were not abusing workers, but were selling products of the companies that were. Cesar Chavez every time would have to try to find ways to get around these new bills so that he and his labor union could strike. One of Cesar Chavez's biggest victories was the Delano grape strike. It was a labor strike organized by the Agricultural Workers Organizing Committee, a predominantly Filipino labor organization. They fought against the grape growers in Delano County. The National Farm Workers Association also helped out. The strike lasted for 5 years and was characterized by its grassroots effort. Customers boycotted, there was marches, community organizing, and nonviolent resistance, which gained the movement national attention. In the end, over 28 grape growers signed contracts to give equal pay and equal rights to the farm workers. Overall, this was one of Cesar Chavez's biggest wins when it came to strikes. The next clip coming up is an interview of Cesar Chavez in 1974 and on nonviolence.
Adopted a method of nonviolence. We expect violence against us. This is, if we're effective, there's going to be that violence, but we're not going to let that deter us. We have to suffer and we have to do the best we can with it, but we have a commitment to freeing those workers who are literally slaves under the growers and the teamsters. We have a right and an obligation and a commitment to see that justice be done and that the workers have their own union, their own democratic union, that they decide which union they want, that we're committed to that.
Chavez became a national hero, a symbol of courage and fortitude for leading a nonviolent revolution to organize farm workers. Since his death in 1993, Chavez has become an American icon. Many cities have been named after him. In 1993, President Bill Clinton honored Chavez posthumously with the Presidential Medal of Freedom. Cesar Chavez is and will be one of the most influential people